I'm a little worried. I'm driving with a guy who probably learned how to drive in Africa. What's happening, Eric? I'm rooming with this guy at the TASOK reunion. What was your class?
86.
86.
Oh yeah.
Excited to be here?
Hey, absolutely.
So who did you see last night that you were excited about seeing?
Oh, I was very excited to see the Stanstrom brothers, Bjorn and Nils.
You were speaking a little Norwegian, Swedish.
Little norske with their svenske.
Can you say falla tillbaka?
Ja, det kan jag gott göra. Det kan jag gott säga, men is that your only Norwegian word?
That's my only Norwegian word.
And that's actually Swedish, right? It was the Swedes who taught you that.
Yeah.
Well, I told Bjorn and Nils last night that suddenly when I saw them both, I remembered that they used to call me norsk torsk.
Oh, I remember that.
Which is like, it's basically, torsk is like a fish, right? So that was their diss. I've had 40 years to think of a svenska diss for them, and I failed. I don't have one, so that's my mission by the end of the weekend.
But come up with one.
Exactly.
Of course, it won't stick because now you guys are all grown up.
I know.
How long has it been? 40?
Since I saw them, it has been 40 years.
Wow. Because they graduated in 82.
They graduated in 82.
And this is 2022. That would be 40 years.
And for you, had you seen them in any?
No, Facebook, but
yeah.
Which is amazing. It makes the world so much smaller, but at the same time, it's totally different seeing them again in person.
Totally. It's beautiful here, eh?
It's gorgeous. Yeah, I drove across this yesterday. It was fantastic. But yeah, we're gonna go hang out with some more TASOK guys. Gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
Ready for a fun day.
Heck yeah.
Hey, nice shirt.
Hey, thanks.
We'll have to do a selfie later.
There you go. Look at you represent.
Absolutely. My dad gave me this. This shirt came out the year I was at TASOK.
Okay. Just like the general TASOK shirt for that year?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I was 4% body fat, lean and mean.
I remember that. I remember that version of you.
And so I wore like a medium or a small or something. I don't remember. Anyway, it never fit. It didn't fit after a while. Yeah. So my dad, who had bought a large, gave me this, and I was like, thanks, man. So this was actually the one he wore. So I'm honored to.
Oh.
And I keep it in a very special place in the house just for occasions like this.
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
I did bring one that my mom made that's kind of, a more dressy African style shirt.
Nice.
So maybe I'll wear that to karaoke tonight.
Nice. There's karaoke tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You're all over it, aren't you?
Oh, man, that's going to be scary.
Searching for light in the darkness of insanity.
Don't you want me, baby?
Awesome. Well, I'm excited. Can't wait to see everybody at the reunion.
Absolutely. Where do I start? We'll start with Beth. Nice to see you. It's been a long time. It's been a while.
Glad to be back.
Hi there.
What's up?
Frank Saragosi, 1983.
Michael Pay, 1982.
Norma, what year were you?
83, the best one.
Everything is small.
Okay, that was a little
We're looking at the yearbook.
Yearbook. Looking how good we used to look.
This is awesome.
83.
And then
Jeff Harper. Oh my
we just bought.
What was the name of the other basketball teacher who
McLennan. Built like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Anatomy?
The librarian.
Oh, that's
That
right.
poor thing, we like tortured her. I remember when someone threw in a stink bomb in the library, remember? And they locked us in there. They left us in there.
Guinea, Conakry, Burundi. I did a tour in the Pentagon, and then I finished with 4 years in Ethiopia.
Man, Man, it's been so cool seeing everybody at the TASOK reunion. I was able to find some little pockets of guys here and there, guys and gals. As you saw earlier, we met up some of them at the lake house. But tonight is the main big event, or one of the main events, and it's at this Angelo's on the lake. And so let's go in and see some of these folks. Are these the trouble causers over here?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I haven't been back in
How does she find these places?
I think Beth was counting. Beth, how many did you get?
Class trips to the Grand Marché, and it was like, okay, you're seniors, you're gonna take all your jeans, you're gonna take all whatever you have to trade to the Grand Marché, and you're gonna get what you want. He tried to trade me. Smart. He's like, she's for sale.
Some guy would giggle and I'd get mad, and some guy would laugh and I'd bust his head. I tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue.
Our class can't seem to organize anything.
Why do we need to?
I know, they do such a great job.
I remember hanging lizards from my years. Remember the little cricket, the little inchworms?
Yes.
They would eat that one tree, and then the butterflies. Okay, the white sheet on the world. And a breeze would come through, and it was like, you just see this sheet.
Do you remember Mr.
Oh, yes, he signed my,
I remember. Yeah, you know, our class went to Kenya for our senior trip. So it was a big hullabaloo of logistics and planning, and Mr. Platine was not cooperating. As you recall, he wasn't exactly the easiest one to work with. And it was a really hot day, and after school I'd met with Mr. Platine and things had not gone well, and I was so mad. I stormed home. So at that point, Cindy Rue is dating Tim Moore, and they're in our room. And I was hot and I was mad, and I whipped my shirt off. And Tim Moore is like, and Cindy's like, no.
Well, you know, me and John, we liked physics. So we had to do an experiment. And I heard a rumor from the Inga Dam that if you put current in the water, the fish will attack. So I asked Johnny, could we do an experiment? And he said, yes. We got a fish tank, some guppies,
some wire.
I don't know.
We were keeping records. Yeah. It wasn't just some haphazard experiment.
Long story short, the fish died.
I would not be so in love with motorcycles if it wasn't for this guy, Johnny. He had this mini bike at Mwanza, which is the mission station we grew up on, and he took me for a ride, and I was hooked. It's all his fault. That's why I fell in love with motorcycles.
Hey, I ride motorcycles too, so we're in this together.
All right.
I was goody two shoes. I don't have anything to share.
Well, have you enjoyed the TASOK weekend so far?
Yeah, no, it's been even more meaningful to reconnect than I thought. You know, like I knew it was going to be special and good to see some of these people I haven't seen in 40 years. But you know, we are a big extended family, and there is this kind of unspoken, deep understanding amongst us. What we share together is experiences, but the kind of that culture that we all come out of, that very hybrid, you know, people from all corners of the world and all faiths, all walks of life, and
all skin colors.
Yeah, and you know, there was some magic there that we all got to experience together. That is, it's a deep bond.
Yep. Are these the ones that we picked on when we were in school? It's just the important ones.
All right, that was good.
Big smile. Love it.
You haven't changed much.
Really?
No, same. Yeah.
I recognize you. I'd pick you out on the street.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Even the way your mannerisms, the way you walk, it's still the same.
Yeah?
It's weird. For the longest time, you remember how in the morning
one of the hostel parents would look around the tables and say, Chris, I'd like for you to say the blessing this morning, please. And I forever would have my head down like this. Like, I hope they don't call on me. I hope they don't call on me. And then the day came, and all of you went, hush. And I came up with something. It was very short, but I did it. And I was so proud of myself.
I think everybody looks the same. Johnny Rumor looks the same. Norma looks the same. Beth looks the same.
No one's been unrecognizable yet. Man, the light's good.
You in West Virginia?
Who is it?
15 years ago.
So then, on the last day, we're paddling out. My brother Pete pulls his cell phone out.
Oh no.
And it goes.
No.
So we all had to do it again.
Oh,
so
no.
3 of us jumped in, the other 3 on lookout, feeling around, dancing, and Pete found us.
Found us.
That's amazing. Yeah. Not hard to beat
Pizza
that.
Friday.
What were the other good meals, though, from the hostel?
Well, lasagna was pretty good.
Lasagna was pretty good.
We took like a garbage bin worth of watermelons up to the monument and pigged out.
Without wanting to pry, was there immediate chemistry?
Oh, certainly. In fact, my first message to Lori was 2 weeks before we met. And in that 2 weeks, we sent 400 messages back and forth. And it was all stuff like, you know, what are your passions? What are your goals in life? And deep stuff, we knew each other well. And the minute I laid eyes on her, I thought, yeah, Lord, if you'll have me, I'm all in. I got on my knees. No. About 3 days later.
Oh, no way!
You and me, or I don't remember who was in the pirogue, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, Johnny Rumor comes flying out of a tree branch, 25 feet up, you know, with the Tarzan yell.
I went up to Loja with Paul Law one Christmas. They invited me up to stay with them, and we took a canoe down whatever the river was next to their place, and supposedly it had never been navigated before that particular section. It was further upstream than the normal traffic. And yeah, it took us 3 days, and we had no tent or anything like that, so we just pulled over onto a bank and slept on the dirt, and got eaten by ants, and you know, basically living off canned beans. Paul Law and I pulled our shirts off, put our shoes on without any socks, and ran all the way back. It was like a 6-hour run.
So you'd have to like run the gauntlet past the monkeys. It was sketchy.
Yeah.
It was sketchy. And for some reason, we decided that it was best to do all of this trip unencumbered by clothing. Close your eyes and in your mind's eye, 5 or 6 white boys in jock straps with inner tubes walking on the path upstream.
And the thing that I remember was going up to the top of the river, and we started rolling down, and Eric, I think it was Eric, but one of them lost their inner tube in one of these rapids and grabbed onto a branch, and the stream was so fast his shorts got ripped off.
This is 84.
I want to see that one.
So you'll be in there.
As you can see, TASOK is a pretty special place. The school was founded in 1961 in Kinshasa, Zaire, of course, at the time, but now it's the Congo. And I have to tell you that over the years, a lot of people have graduated and gone through their program, and it has touched a lot of lives. The experience that I had growing up overseas and connecting and making these strong bonds with all these other expatriates, missionary kids, people who work for the embassy, children of a lot of commerce and business people, it just really touched my life, and it has really expanded my worldview and the way that I experience. We grew up with fellow members of all different creeds and religions and skin colors, and none of us cared. It was just a fantastic opportunity to experience the world and share it with people with different cultures, different values, and learn to get along. It was, I think, a really eye-opening and great way to grow up. As you can tell, none of us really cared what year you went to TASOK. We just share that common bond. It's really cool to know that you have a tribe out there. Somewhere around the planet is a group of TASOK graduates who all have that same shared bonding experience. And no matter where you are, whether you bump into each other at an airport or just happen to see each other on the road, or come to a reunion and meet each other there, we all just instantly bond as if no time has passed since the 30 or 40 or 20 years that we graduated. I do want to say a huge shout out to Suzanne and Beth and everybody that helped pull this reunion off. The class of '82 rocks. They definitely take the win for being the most consistent. They have a reunion every year, and it was so kind of them to open it up and allow all TASOK members of different age groups to join. It was really neat to see my buddy Eric as well. He graduated in '86, a year before me, but we were great friends over there, and so we shared a room at the hotel and spent a great time together. Some of the other people I enjoyed seeing and catching up with came from Sweden and South Africa and California. I mean, all over the world, just to be a part of this fantastic TASOK reunion. I hope you enjoyed this fun little deviation from our normal video productions. And if you did, please give us a like and subscribe. Check out the channel. We've got lots of great content on there. And be assured that Steve and Jason will be back again for another episode here on the next one.